How's it going, everyone? You look hungry. So you're in luck because today I'm going to show you how to make one of my favorite side dishes, scalloped potatoes. This creamy classic is super easy to make and is sure to be a crowd pleaser. So let's get cooking. Start by peeling potatoes. I'm using Canadian yellow fleshed potatoes because they will maintain their shape after baking and aren't too waxy in texture. Next, slice the potatoes into slices no thicker than 1/4 inch to minimize baking time. Make sure the slices are about the same thickness. Not only will this ensure that they cook evenly, but it'll make assembling the dish easier and will result in a much more elegant presentation. Next, thinly sliced shallots or a medium-sized onion. Mince some garlic and feel free to use more than I am here for a stronger garlicky taste. To make the sauce, melt butter in a pot and add the minced garlic and cook it on medium heat for about 2 to 3 minutes. Add flour and stir frequently for another 2 minutes. Add salt and then add milk in small portions and stir in between the additions to ensure the sauce will be smooth and without any lumps. Cook the sauce on a lower heat for about 5 minutes or until it begins to noticeably thicken. To assemble the dish, put a layer of potatoes on the bottom of a baking dish. Sprinkle some of the sliced shallots on top, as well as a few cracks of freshly ground black pepper. Repeat this process for a second layer. Now, I'll admit that I made a large error, which I've decided to include in this video so that hopefully none of you make this mistake. As you can see, I kept adding layers of potatoes and completely forgot to add some of the sauce on top of at least every second layer. This sauce is quite viscous and won't seep down through the cracks in the layers very well. Here you can see I put a layer of shredded smoked cheddar on top of the final layer and then attempted to pour all of the sauce on top, only to find that it didn't go anywhere. To fix this, I had to reassemble the whole dish, which was a little messy and time consuming, but luckily it was salvageable. Once assembled, add slices of differently colored heirloom tomatoes on top for a pop of color, and brush them with some oil. Bell peppers would work just as well here as an alternative option. Place the scalloped potatoes in the middle rack of a 350° Fahrenheit oven. I used a 7 by 11.5 inch baking dish and it took about an hour and a half to bake. If you're using a baking dish of a different size, then 15 minutes of baking time per layer of potatoes can be used as a rule of thumb. That's it. The creamy, subtle flavor of scalloped potatoes is the perfect pairing alongside entrees such as steak or sausage. It would also combine well with any tangy side dish that cuts through the richness of the sauce, like lemony asparagus or a salad with a fresh vinaigrette. I'm curious to know, what do you guys like eating with scalloped potatoes? Leave me a comment below. Thanks for watching and happy cooking!